Anthony feels about the Houston Rockets and the OKC Thunder. We now know that each time that he was either traded or let go, it was at a surprise to him and others. We now know that Mike D'Antoni was not the reason that Carmelo was quickly let go from the Houston Rockets. Now, what I have to say is, it's very hurtful when a person of that stature, like Carmelo Anthony, has to go through. 10-time All-Star, 6-time All-NBA, averaged 24 to 25 points a game over 16 seasons in the NBA. The respect that Carmelo has been given has been an atrocity to the modern thought of NBA fans. And I have two people to blame in this travesty that has happened to Carmelo Anthony. Number one is the media. Now, even though Stephen A was the one who gave him the interview, and you guys know how I feel about Mr. Stephen A. Smith, if you really want to take a look at it, is the media has been the one that's been down at Carmelo Anthony. What do we constantly hear? Oh, his draft class, everybody got rings except for him. The best player in the world was a part of his draft class, and he never lived up to the hype after winning a title with Syracuse. He asked for too much to be traded to the New York Knicks, so he could never put nothing around himself. He was jealous of Jeremy Lin. All of these things we heard being said about Carmelo Anthony from the media. Not to mention that when Phil Jackson came into office, he had no intention of being cordial with Carmelo Anthony in the later years of his tenure with the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks pushed Carmelo Anthony out of the stadium and into Oklahoma jersey. And if you have anyone to blame the most, you will have to blame the New York Knicks, because Carmelo Anthony and Kristaps Porzingis had a perfect relationship. He looked at Carmelo Anthony as his big brother. He even wore the Denver Nuggets jersey that spoke of Carmelo Anthony. So after he seen how they did Carmelo Anthony, why would he want to be still in a Knicks jersey? After you've got rid of the only attraction that you had here at the Madison Square Garden. So the New York Knicks are the most to blame for this tragedy that happened to Carmelo Anthony. Does he want a farewell tour? No, he still wants to play. If you look at the videos of him in the gym, this kid still has skills. And he's always playing against NBA players. So what should we do? Everyone hashtag get mellow. Because to be honest, with that 14 roster spot, that's in the 15th one that's open on the Los Angeles Lakers, I think LeBron should vouch for Carmelo and bring him here. But until then, we'll see what happens, and stay tuned. You are my starting block. And another thing, how dare you tell Carmelo Anthony that his services are no longer needed on your team? If any case, his services were warranted to go to a better team than the Houston Rockets. You have the most choke artist in the world in James Harden. I've seen countless times where Carmelo Anthony had the game on the line and hit the go-ahead bucket to win the game, whether from mid-range or three. He was the closer. Ain't no telling what could have happened if Carmelo was on the Houston Rockets team when they faced Golden State in these last playoffs. Most likely, with Kevin Durant out, we would have seen Houston in the NBA Finals, not Golden State. So for Daryl, whatever your name is, Daniel, son of Mr. Miyagi, you should have never opened your mouth to Carmelo Anthony. Why would you trade him only after 10 days? We seen the top team in the Miami Heat have a terrible first half of the season, but then go ahead to go to the NBA Finals. Even though they lost, but they went to the NBA Finals. So how dare you ever come out your mouth to Carmelo Anthony like that? I can understand the OKC trade for the cap space, but with Houston, it was an absolute slap in the face to Carmelo Anthony. And I feel that no other star in the NBA should want to play with them because of how they did to greatness like Carmelo Anthony.